Hello friends, welcome to another Speedbuild. I hope you're doing amazing. This time it's the second Paris build. Long awaited, or at least I've been talking about it since the first Paris build, I think, which was a restaurant slash residential, and now this one is a cafe slash bakery slash residential. So I don't know if you've heard my voiceover from the other build where I've talked about this, but I love Felixandra's Paris items. They are incredibly cute, especially the cafe slash bakery related items, and I hadn't gotten to use them yet. So I kind of built this cafe specifically to use those and to get a slightly different Paris vibe for this apartment as well, compared to the other build, which was the restaurant, and then the apartment that came with that was a little more, I want to say, elevated. I mean, this is still a very expensive apartment, I'd say, or I guess it would be in real life. So don't get the wrong impression. But this is slightly more, just a tad more rustic, I want to say, a little more wood compared to the marble that was kind of dominating the other apartment, if I remember correctly. And a few more cozy vibes. So that's what I really wanted to do. And this time, it's not really an apartment, it's just the whole house. Because all 3 top floors, so every floor except the ground floor, which is the cafe, is the residential part. And as I always do with these lots, I was thinking that I was building it while keeping in mind that you might want to use this as a cafe building, where the people, oh wait, you can't lead a cafe in The Sims, can you? Wow, I just now realized that. I mean, I guess you could use it as a restaurant and then just have like bakery or cafe items or food on the menu. Guess that should work, right? And then you also have this very, very cute little crepe stall that came with Felix's Paris items. So you could use this as just a residential place for your Sims with a little additional cafe at the bottom for realism, or you could turn this into a restaurant, and then, I mean, your Sims would still have to have a residential place elsewhere, but they could still permanently stay on this lot if they wanted to and lead this restaurant. Or you could just place it for the crepes. Those are your options. I stay within a very light kind of pastel-y theme overall. As I said, I wanted this kind of rather cutesy vibe, and that's what I went for. And I still have not had enough of the Paris items at all, not even close. And I wish Britechester had more lots and bigger lots, because I would love to make some big plans. I'm thinking about maybe, I've kind of shied away from building university housing related stuff, because I built for, I want to say I built expensive stuff most of the time, and I just don't feel like my style of building goes hand in hand with what I imagine most university housing to be. But maybe I'm just not gonna give a crap about it. So funny. Yeah, I feel like I'm making promises again, but yeah, I'm just kind of thinking about how can I really incorporate these items. They're so beautiful. We moved on to the interior of the cafe, or I guess kind of the exterior designy part. Don't ask me about this gaping hole in the wall. Just don't ask. This is just a 24-hour cafe. I really wanted this to be open, and I really liked this this delicate fence that is on top of this half wall right there, which my inspiration picture had. I really enjoyed this. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is a 24-hour cafe. There's no thievery in The Sims anyways, so no reason to close off your walls or doors. There's also no bad weather, and there's always someone to mop the floors around this place. I've gone for a lot of whites and baby blues to keep within this cutesy theme. I still think it looks elevated somehow. I guess it's the floors. Oh, those are the spooky floors. And I don't think I've ever used them before for fear of the spooky. No, kidding. For fear that no one probably has this pack and everyone's gonna be annoyed that they're gonna have to switch out the floors. But yeah, I thought I wasn't holding back on any packs for this build anyways, so I thought, whatever. If I did not have the spooky stuff pack, then I would have switched them out for the jungle adventure flooring, I think. So that would be my recommendation if you want to switch those out. But they are very cute like this, I gotta say. I don't think I've ever used anything else from that pack, but the flooring is cute. And almost everything else, I think, that you see here is Felix Andres Paris set. So how cute are those items? So they go so well together. I love those lamps. I don't know what it is about lamps. I feel like I need some more, especially floor lamps. Just upright standing floor lamps, that's something I could really take more of. And I want to say one of my biggest problems while building foundations. I am not sure why Felix only has that one foundation that I kind of feel like I have to use on all of my more classical or just traditional builds, because the Sims 4 foundations that came with whatever packs are so bad. I don't know, all the color swatches are just changing like the top wooden part or whatever of the foundation, and then that brick is fine in itself. I've used the grey one that has these kind of patterns on it, which for some reason are like all over the place. I don't know why they don't come in a fixed spacing. I'm kind of guessing it's the same issue that makes those auto wallpapers with like the columns at the end that never ever works to recognize those corners. I'm guessing it's the same issue. I don't know. But yeah, it's really annoying to me. I don't know why they're so little. And then also the brick ones often have that weird top part that kind of makes them unusable, and or like just like weird colors like this bright red brick. I don't understand and I want more, and this is my official petition to get us more and better foundations. And I'm not asking Maxis for this, because how would that work? I'm asking sissy creators of the world. Yeah, I'd love to do this myself, but I can't. I have no clue how to do anything. And also, you might have noticed that I've got a very strict custom content creator limitation policy. So yeah, by the way, as always, this build only uses Felix's and Harry's custom content, and it's all linked in the Patreon. In case you're new, there's a link in the description. It's the very first one that leads to my Patreon, and you can download the tray files there and get all the information that you might need about whatever build, and it's free, of course. So that's where you would find that, and then also you can download those from the gallery if you know that you have all of Harry's and Felix's custom content anyways. I don't know when I've started doing this, but some commercial that I've done, I've started putting the changing table that came with Tiny Travelers into the bathrooms, and I don't know why that took like active thought from me. Probably because I don't interact with lots of families or kids, and I was ignorant about their needs. But yeah, it's a good way to fill up those commercial bathrooms. Sorry about that. Those commercial bathrooms that are sometimes a little bland, I feel like. Although I really like bathrooms, and I enjoy designing bathrooms, which I feel like is something that's very rare, and you might or might not know that about me, because I used to say that a lot. I say this like as if I'd done YouTube forever. I've only done this for, I don't know, half a year or something, but yeah, I used to say that a lot, that I really enjoy designing bathrooms, and now you know, even if you haven't seen those older videos. Isn't that nice? This also uses outdoor retreat. I completely forgot about these lamps. I think they are amazing, and I used to place them literally everywhere. I would just clutter everything with those lamps. They are so cute. I would love to have those in real life. They look like little moons. Very enjoyable props. So yeah, I kind of rediscovered those, and I'm very happy about that. I feel like in The Sims it's kind of a hit and miss with lighting options. Yeah, as I've just said, I'd be very happy about more cute floor lamps, and I'm also really excited to get the bathroom pack, the new one that Harry is doing right now for next month's Patreon. Not exclusive. What is it? Well, it's content. And I'm also really excited for the new world. I kind of can't wait. Next month's gonna be a really good month, I hope. I hope you're getting all the Parisian vibes from this that I was trying to get into this place. It's mostly simple, I want to say, and they also have a cat. And I think I've decided this when I did the kitchen, actually. I haven't really been putting a lot of pet things into places that I've built. Please let me know if you play with pets a lot, and I would love to know if you've ever downloaded a build of mine and either removed pet stuff or put in pet stuff. That is so interesting to me. Or like in general, what do you change when you change things? Or do you let the build that you download because you like it dictate what family you play with? As in, if there's 2 toddler bedrooms and a teenager bedroom, then you're gonna make a family with 2 toddlers and a teenager. Or like, do you modify builds, or do you look for specific builds for your family that fit into whatever arrangements going on already? Oh my god, that's so interesting to me. if you've got the time, feel free to tell me. Or tell me whatever. I love reading your comments. It's so much fun. Tell me about The Sims. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? Tell me all of it. That's so interesting. So yeah, I thought a cat would fit perfectly in this place. So I've put in that feeding bowl, and I've put in a cat scratcher or two, and that's about it. I didn't put in a pet bed because I've heard a lot of complaints that the pets in The Sims don't use the pet beds anyway, and there was also not really so much space. I say this as I furnish a place that has 3 stories, but you know what I mean. So, yeah. Did you know that cats have a 3rd eyelid? Is that even true? Maybe I shouldn't be telling you scientific facts that I'm not 100% sure about, but maybe that's a myth. You know what? I take it back. I think I've read that somewhere once, that cats have a 3rd eyelid for like extra protection when they move through tall grass or something. I might sound really stupid right now, but that's fine. I trust you. You're not gonna tell on me and my little stupidity. I really enjoyed cluttering this living room, or I guess this whole story is kind of the living room and then a tiny bit of the kitchen. And I really like this. And it just had this flow. You know how sometimes when you start things, it just flows? That's what happened to me with this whole residential part of this build, I want to say. I was kind of distracted during like the general exterior and the cafe. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing the interior of this. It felt natural, which is a good thing, and it's very fun when you're like in this process and it just everything comes so easily. And I also didn't have to cut so much. Usually I cut out a lot of footage. Yeah, so I felt like I could leave a little more stuff in here that I would usually cut out. Don't know if that's interesting to you or not. As always, please let me know. But this also leads to me not having to say a lot about the build, because usually I talk about my struggles a little bit, and this just came very naturally. So I thought I could maybe read you something, because reading that little crab story that I read in my last build. Oh my god, what is it called? What is it called? Seaside Cupola, I think. That one. I really enjoyed that, and I just want my voiceovers to have some kind of added value, you know? Sometimes I find myself not listening to voiceovers, or regarding whatever topic. Doesn't have to be Sims builds. Sometimes it's like compilations of whatever, or speed paintings, that sort of thing. And then sometimes when I really like a voiceover, then I will find myself listening to that person or watching them do whatever they are doing with even more joy. And it just really adds something. And I would love to know what you think about that, or if there's anything specific that you like in voiceovers or do not at all like in voiceovers, or think is lacking. I would love to know. But yeah, because I had so much fun doing that last time, I thought I might read you a little something, which is from a Tumblr post. I know. Haven't managed to leave since 2012. Yeah, and it is about the 1904 Olympic Marathon. And the people that organized said marathon, just maybe they shouldn't have, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so there's a few bullet points here about that organization, what happened there. Okay, so first off, They had 0 stations for water on the 26-mile course. That is 42 kilometers. They accidentally gave the North American competitor Tom Hicks a cocktail made of egg whites, brandy, and actual rat poison. Accidentally. Had a guy come into the race late wearing a beret and cut-off slacks, sneak into an apple orchard during the race because no food had been given to him for 40 hours, eat rotten apples, projectile vomit onto the track, fall asleep for hours, and finish in 4th place overall because most of the other runners collapsed of exhaustion or injuries. Conducted the race on a dusty road, which caused so much dust to be kicked into the air that an American runner somehow inhaled enough to tear his stomach lining open. They accidentally released feral dogs onto the track. Again, not really sure how that happens accidentally. And they cannot say that. The other competitors were in such bad states that Tom Hicks, the guy who ate the rat poison and was hallucinating during the entire run, came in 1st place. So this really made me feel good about all the things I've done in my life, kind of, and everything that didn't work out exactly as I had thought it would or as I had planned. Comparing yourself to the 1904 Olympic marathon is sure to be a confidence boost. So yeah, I thought that was just something that was very fun to think about, and I've read that like 2 weeks ago or something, and now sometimes I just think about Tom Hicks and I feel like I can do whatever I want in life. Just a tiny bit more about this build. This is the 3rd story. I love these parts of Parisian houses where they have these top floors with those beautiful step-out balconies. So I really wanted the teenager that I imagined for this family to have that. So this is his or her room, and it is really fun. They like to play the piano. Don't ask me how they got that piano up there. Especially with there being a ladder and no stairs. But yeah, this is not about logic. This is about fun and looks. Yeah, so I thought this was just a really fun bedroom that I would have loved to have as a teenager, and whoever lives here deserves this. Oh my god. This video tool is coming up. I always get I don't know why I'm so surprised by the video tool coming up every time. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I will see you next time.